Hey boys and girls, Night Stalker here. Welcome into another fantastic Augolia siege. Check it out. Today we're going to bring in our Namkhan archers and I'm going to demonstrate something I showed a couple of videos ago, well hopefully, where I can fire into the A point. I'm going to bring the Azaps because I haven't used them an awful lot lately and they're really fun. And of course the Stalwarts, which we're just finishing off. We've got some peasant farmers and things there and some Martellalori just to round out the whole roster. So let's get loaded in. Just while we're loading in, a big shout out to Andrew Knotts, one of my earliest subscribers and one of my greatest supporters. Really appreciate you, sir. And hello to your entire clan there on the NA or EU server. I can't quite remember which one it is. But hey, I really appreciate your support. I'm looking down the teams, fairly well rounded on both sides, so there's nothing to be particularly aware of, although we do have a lot of longswords. So that's going to be fun. We'll see how that works out for us. Loading right in. And yes, no crypt. It is a beautiful loading in animation. Don't forget, boys and girls, if you want to join in on my Discord server, I'm going to put that in the comments here. So if you'd like to join in the discussions that we have, and if you've got any questions about the game or anything like that, I'm happy to help you in there and things like that. Or you can just comment below if you'd like to know anything. Happy to help you out if I can. So we're just starting with the Martellalori to push the siege tower, siege ram. Of course, they get a 10% damage bonus while they're pushing, and the ram has a damage reduction as well. Unfortunately, we've only got the two worst cannons left on this side. Neither of them are particularly good. Our team have wiped it out already too. Can we hit this one? Might be a bit high. It's a miss, but our team got it anyway. Lovely. We'll just leave that cavalry alone too. Our team took care of that quite nicely. Forced them back. So going to go and join the Martellalori now and see if I can't distract any ranged heroes or anything like that, or whether we can just hang around. Oh, there's some archers or something in there. Low tier archers. You can always tell low tier archers because they've got those very thin white traces. You can see some cavalry at the back there. And some at the side too. But that's not going to work for you because, surprise, surprise, I have one of the best ults in the game, being a longsword. And you ain't doing nothing, son. Just don't want to get attacked in the back there either. Thankfully that dual blades didn't follow out the cavalry. So now we're just going to have a field day. We'll just keep stunning them so they can't get away and just chip away at their health block. Goodbye, sir. Have a nice sleep. Easy peasy. Chop, chop, chop. Horse steaks on the dinner, boys. Martellalori don't even care. They're the honey badgers. They're just going to keep pushing that siege ram up. Cavalry or no cavalry. Just hope that there's nothing behind this gate here. Not doing too badly. One of the siege towers has been knocked out already, so once we open the gate, instead of sacrificing their lives for the noble cause but yet pointlessly, I might just wait for that siege tower to respawn. There we go. We'll push that in. Now, I really want to get the archers out, so I might make a push on the A point if my team's going to do that, and if I die, at least the siege tower will be up a little bit. You know, when you feel, oh, nope. Not dying for no point. Not like those Martellalori. That was a waste. So I might. What's he doing? Yeah, know your place. You little butter knife bandit. It's my favourite term for the dual blades there. Butter knife bandits. Let's get a bit of a scope out here at what's going on. I'm going to have a look over here. So once the Martellalori from my squad have pushed that up far enough, I'll be able to see into the A point. So if they make a push here, I'll join it, or if I see an opportunity to cause some damage to the units in here. It doesn't look like they've got any longswords inside, so they won't be able to heal the guys again. So any damage I do is more or less permanent to the units if they're going to stay on the A point. Oh, just block that push. So basically I'm just supporting these muskets here. They won't be charged down while I'm standing here. Very easily defend them. But here's an opportunity to try and cause some damage. We'll kill as many of these as we can before we go down. Especially with those, what do you call them, the woodcutters coming in the back door there. And predictably I'm multi-stunned. There we go. Oh well, 28 seconds and that siege tower will be up far enough that I can run in with some Namkhan archers and start pelting over the wall. You'll see here, this is good, I can see inside here. There's only one unit with shields in front of us here, and I think just in the bottom left corner there's some more Stalwarts. So we've got a couple of units of Stalwarts in there, mostly pikes and halberds. So they're going to be completely unprotected when we start pelting them over the wall. Now, if you haven't seen my video about attacking the Augolia A point, it's 2 or 3 or 4 videos back, so you can do that if you want to. Here we go with the Namkhans. Oh, we're spawned on the wrong point. No problem, Namkhans have been sitting in the barracks too long, they're just getting fat and lazy, so we're going to do a bit of cardio to get all the way around. I can of course go to the right of the A point, but it's not my favourite. I do like to go to the left. There tends to be less enemy focus over there. I'm not quite sure why, but that just tends to be the case. Yes, that. I'm trying to tell my team to go and push that siege tower. What's going on here? Alright, well, shoot with your bleed attacks at those heroes. If they want to try and die for the cause, I am happy to oblige them. Never mind, nothing exciting's happening, let's keep going. Oh, we got a kill there somewhere. Oh, someone to get shot by those archers that we were talking about before. Hello, what have we here? I think I would much rather shoot at these archers than shoot into the A point. That's going to be free kills. Those are longbows, so they're very, very easy to kill, and they're counter-fire for other archers. Their specialty is killing other archers. Unfortunately, the other archers saw them first, and the musket player there is clearly not aware of what's happening around him. We've now completely overwhelmed the A point, so I'll try and shoot in here. Not landing any hits. Bit advantage. Oh, I put my circle in the wrong place. Never mind. See, what I do there with my circle is it sort of clipped the ramp down there. Ooh, cavalry. No, they were going to suicide. I'll try and shoot. No, I can't shoot them on the way back. So I guess now we're up to the position of pushing with Namkhan archers. What we got going on? Right, I'm going to try and shoot this guy, and I can see a unit behind him as well. So any that don't hit him will actually probably land amongst that unit behind. Yep. So those enemy condos, what do we got? Prefecture pikes. So the condos are definitely going to beat the prefecture pikes. The condos have an ability called shock attack, which is number 2 ability for them, and it just knocks down all the enemy units. It used to knock down heroes, but it doesn't anymore because it was just a smidge OP. But either way, the prefecture pikes are a charging unit. Once they're in combat, they're no longer really any use. Prefecture pikes are most certainly at their best when they are trying to snipe heroes. We've got a couple of arrows left before we go back to the point. Might as well use them and go back. So yeah, those prefecture pikes. If you're leveling prefecture pikes, you should probably know that they're not much of a meta unit. I find them quite fun. If you look at my pike unit tutorial for beginners, which is just in my playlist for tutorials and things like that on my channel, you'll see that they're very, very good at killing heroes. If they charge and there's a hero in the way, it doesn't matter if they're the toughest hero on the battlefield, they're dead instantly. The prefecture pikes are just brilliant for that. Unfortunately, they're not that great at killing units. It's just how they are. They do excellent hero damage, very poor unit damage, especially to anything with a shield. They just bounce off. So we weren't very successful with our trebuchet there. Unfortunately, the crenellations of the defences got in the way, and that's a terrible treb as well. He didn't put it up far enough. That would have killed a lot of them, but he didn't get there. And instead, that poor old Longsword decided that climbing was a great idea and got hit with his trebuchets. I don't know if it's his trebuchets, but certainly our team's one, of course. I don't want to stand up here while these gunners are firing. So we just have to push them off before we move up, which has unfortunately cost us about a quarter of our ammo. But we are going to give a nice surprise to those Pavese crossbowmen. Shooting Pavese crossbowmen in the back is a fun thing to do. Of course, when their backs are turned, they do have shield protection. It's one of the very cool things about the Pavese crossbowmen. But I think we're going to... Yeah, most of my hits are hitting their shields. Those little 62, 63, 64 numbers, I'm hitting the little piece of siege equipment up there, the thing that drops the hot rocks on people below. But as soon as these Pavese turn around, see, it doesn't hit their siege shields anymore. So that's always fun. And we force them into a shield wall, which isn't going to work too well because the odd arrow always gets through, and the Namkhans are great at bleeding people. I see some of our units have made it up, so they're going to have to come out of the shield formation, and of course as soon as that happens they're going to get butchered by the Namkhans. Great unit this, just absolutely fantastic. I really believe everybody should get the Namkhan unit. They're not very hard to get. You just go back to the Season 2 and do a couple of challenges that aren't really that hard. And if you want to know more about learning archers, I have got an archer unit tutorial in my tutorial playlist as well, which would certainly give you some more information on how to do that. So I highly recommend that. Those cavalry are going to get massacred, but just in case, we'll go through here. There was some pikemen rushing off to the right there, running, so that tells me they probably are prefecture pikemen as well. Although they don't look like it. I don't know what they are. Anyway, we're going to knock on the door here. Excuse me, sir. Would you like to buy some Girl Guide cookies? Open up. A couple of longswords banging away on a door. It's going to take us about 45 minutes, but we'll get there. Right, and roll back immediately. And that's exactly why. Huge amount of firepower was, of course, going to come through. So there's nobody up above us. That's fun. And we're going to pull them all through. So what makes a Namkhan so great, especially for a newer player? Well, they have low leadership. They only take 180 leadership. And they have a bleed attack, number 2. Which anytime it's on... What's this guy doing? We'll just wait for the archers to go in there and shoot him. I won't even put any effort in. And we've just positioned ourselves so we can shoot around through this wall and into the all the range at the back there. So I'm not quite sure what that player was doing. He was never going to survive. Now we are running low on ammunition at this point. Alright, back to the supply point, lads and ladies. And as you see, the kill counter just ticked up another kill there because of the bleed attack. Just a fantastic unit. Can't recommend them enough if you want to play archers. So now we've got a whole bunch of time to kill. So I'm going to set up a ballista. Might as well keep bringing the pain while my guys are off reloading. At this point, I expect they've probably got some cavalry or things hiding around the corners because all I can see is really ranged units. And that's really detrimental because if we have lots of melee units, we'll just push all the way through them. I'm not too good with the blue ones. I'm used to using the green ones, and they've got a different ballistic curve. So just trying a couple of shots to try and get my aim in. Alright, this should be bang on. Splat. Yep, easy kills. Ballistas, if you didn't know, the green ones can only get punched through 2 targets, blue ones 3 targets, so on. Okay, ooh, hopefully in the head, in the chest. 14,000 damage is nothing to be worried about though, quite happy with that. Of course, a ballista in the head will kill almost anybody. Unless they have 30,000 or more hit points, they're always going to die from a headshot from a ballista. Can we get this one? And, oh, he didn't get him. 15,000 damage. Also, ballistas and all siege equipment for that matter. Oh, cavalry. And a couple of cavalry dead. Ballistas and all siege equipment ignore armor. So even that little short sword there, even if he had iron sides on, which gives him immortality for 8 or 10 seconds or something, it'll still do maximum damage to him. See if we can punch through here again. Another couple of cav. Yes, excellent. And a bunch of them there. I think our team might have killed them. Yes, never mind. Our archers have made it back though. So let's push in. Now just because you're playing archers doesn't mean you have to be a coward. You know, all these things are absolutely fantastic. Oops, my phone was ringing in the background there. Sorry about that. People should know when I'm recording. Right, so we're just going to deliberately target the archers at the back. You can let them just shoot by themselves and things like that. That's not a problem. Ooh, no cavalry. Use my ultimate. But, of course, it's much easier to kill the guys at the back rather than shooting at, say, shields or heavily armoured troops at the front. So you don't just always have to let them choose their own targets. It's usually much more effective to tell them which people to shoot. Especially with like Imperial Archers and Namkhans, they don't generally target very well against things unless they're right up in their business or right in front of them. Anyway, the sea point seems to be free for us, apart from one halberdier, so we're going to move them up here. Starting to run low on Namkhans now, and these guys are no doubt going to at least kill a few of us. So off we go. Why are they not hitting anything? We're just going to lose a whole bunch for no real good reason then. There we go, starting to land some hits now. I'm not quite sure what the RNG was playing at right there, but either way, we've now captured the point, so I'm going to go and knock some heads together over here. Oh, he stopped my ult. Go around those circles if you can. Oh, and dual blades. Ow, 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 ow. These are Krieg's rats. They must be low level because I'm still alive. Alright, let's kill this musket. Alright, so this is something you can do. Jump on your horse, jump off and stun. You know, if you don't have a natural stun in your abilities, that's a fun way to do it. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't going to get away, so horses are a great way to do that. Now let's load him with well, what we might call iron pagodas here on the Booming Frontier server. You'll see just in the top left, bottom left there, we call them Empire Iron Pagodas. You probably know them as Azaps. Azaps are a fantastic unit. I don't know why we don't see more of them in the game, because they are just fantastic. Their number 2 ability is called Counter Strike. If you can walk them into a front of a pike unit with that ability activated, and they will parry attacks and suffer no ill effects. Also, when that happens, they'll get a free strike on the enemy, so they're very good for things like pike units. The number 3 one is called Quick Strike, or at least on Booming. I'm not too worried about those 4 or 5 cavalry over there, but I am watching them. I can certainly stop them. Here we go, and we'll stop those ones. What are oh, there's hussars coming down. Ah, no, it's too much. No, overwhelmed. Dead. Never mind. Well, fantastic to that hussar player. I was not expecting that at all. If you go back and rewatch that again, a lot happened very quickly there. The cavalry I was worried about, I managed to counter. But then a whole unit of tier 5 cavalry, hussars no less, came down that stairs and completely flattened both units. Might start over this side and come around the back door. I'll just finish what I was saying about the Iron Pagodas / Azaps there. The Quick Strike ability number 3, they do multiple strikes against multiple targets in front of them, and it's very, very damaging. High armor pen, high damage, and they tend to just blend any unit that doesn't have a shield. Even units with a shield take heavy, heavy damage, and heroes will die straight away. So that's what makes them so good. So those hussars that we just saw flattening us, tier 5 Cav unit, are the meta unit at the moment. They're probably the strongest unit in the game in terms of damage potential, really. You know, if you disagree, tell me in the comments why, but they're just very, very strong. Their charges, well, not uninterruptible, but if they get interrupted, they restart. Ooh, so they can't attack. He hasn't seen me, has he? Alright. Let's fix these guys. He thought he was going to get some nice juicy kills there, but we're not going to allow that to happen. We're going to defend our friends' backs. And then there's all of these ranged, all these, what are they, rat and pikemen. So we'll just melt them. They were never going to win, and we're going to push all the way into all of these ranged units here. The guy's insane if he thinks he's going to live through there. That is a ballista pointed right at us, but I have faith. I have faith that he's not going to hit me in the head. We're just doing constant damage. Ow. Yeah, there we go. Half dead, but still half alive. It's half full. Glass is half full. Health bar is half full. And there we go. That was a devastating blow to the enemy there, taking out all of the range support. Now it's just a matter of mopping up everything on the point here and slaughtering anyone we can get our hands on. So we've got a unit of Stalwarts at the base of the stairs. Actually, this guy's going to die now. 1 down, 14 to go. The other Stalwart unit should take care of those javelins. Don't fight with Stalwarts at open formation like this. We're just going to go and rescue them now. But you move them in, hit the 1 key and it melts. You don't fight with them in open formation unless it's a mop up. See that there? And now there's 1 or 2 left. We hit V and we just mop up what's available in front of us. But don't fight out of formation with Stalwarts. So what I'm doing here is I'm just pushing them to the edge of the circle, so you have to push through the Stalwarts. Oh, cavalry. Unfortunately for those cavalry, they didn't get a run up before they hit the Stalwarts, which means that they were never going to push through them. So yes, we pushed our Stalwarts up to the edge of the circle so that anyone wanting to get into the circle has to come either through them or around them. And of course, these are Prefecture Guard attacking us. They're going to have no chance whatsoever. These Stalwarts, though, they are a pain. So they've managed to get a couple on and stopping us cap. That's right, we'll just hold the line with our Stalwarts. And eventually those ones on the point will be whittled down. Now I'm going to move them up. You can do this to block up your unit again. Move them forward. And then we're going to now block the stairs again. It's dual blades, I want him. Oh, server lag. God damn it. Too late, sir. Too little, too late. Never mind. Great victory and another secret vault. I seem to get a secret vault every time I make a video. I should make more of them, maybe. It's just some pocket change. So the Namkhans did well. We got $1.2 million damage, 1.2 million damage done, and 1 million taken. Not too bad. The Empire Iron Pagodas managed to get a kill. It might have been one of those cavalry that we stunned, but otherwise it was a bit of a disaster. We come in second. Not too bad. Damage numbers are fine-ish. Surprised I got second with those numbers, but that's life. Only real disaster was the Iron Pagodas here. So just so you know, Iron Pagodas don't fight Hussars real well. I mean, if you didn't know that already, that's life. But overall, even though we didn't get great damage numbers, our team was working with great synergy. We were supporting each other quite well and sticking together, especially the little clumps of heroes near the end there. So that's really what won us the game. As you can see, the troops killed and the hero deaths were quite similar. So it was really the teamwork and the meshing together and sticking together to watch each other's backs that really won us the game. Anyway, I hope you learned something new or you just enjoyed the video. Thanks for coming to the channel. Hey guys, Knight here. Thanks for watching my videos. I make these in my spare time for a bit of fun, so hopefully you learned something or you just enjoyed watching. It would really help me out if you would subscribe and like my videos. See you on the battlefield.